A conservative panelist was kicked off a CNN show and banned from the network after comparing a Muslim guest to a Hezbollah terrorist. Ryan Girdusky was booted from Abby Phillip's show Monday night after telling Mehdi Hasan, "I hope your beeper doesn't go off." That was a reference to a wave of booby-trapped pager explosions across Lebanon last month, which saw Israel target Hezbollah fighters and which killed at least 32, with thousands injured. Girdusky, founder of the 1776 Project PAC, hit out at Hasan, who he claimed had been called an anti-Semite more than anyone at this table for his commentary on the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. But when Hasan mentioned he was supportive of Palestinian rights and not Hamas, Girdusky made the beeper remark. The panel erupted, with Hasan accusing Girdusky of calling for him to be killed. The clash between the two men began after former MSNBC host Hasan criticized Donald Trump's Sunday night rally at Madison Square Garden and likened it to a Nazi rally. Girdusky responded by branding Hasan an anti-Semite, with the verbal clash then escalating to the exploding beeper jab. Looking at Girdusky, Hasan asked, "Did you say I should die? You just said I should be killed." No, I did not say that," Girdusky replied. He then turned to Phillip, asking, "Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?" Phillip admonished Girdusky, saying that's disgusting. Host Phillip admonished Girdusky, saying that's disgusting. Hasan then accused CNN of having someone on the air saying the Muslim guy should be blown up. "Then I apologize. I focused on Hamas. I apologize," Girdusky said. "I don't support Hamas, I support Palestinian rights," Hasan responds. After Girdusky tried to say he didn't want Hasan to be killed, Hasan then goes off further. "Forget the racism, it's I should die, what does beeper mean? What did you mean by the beeper? At least have the guts to support your racist comment." At one point, Phillip can be heard quietly saying, "Ryan, stop talking. Don't call us Nazis, but threaten the brown guy as a terrorist and kill him," Hasan snarked. Phillip then tried to call for calm after the exchange was further inflamed by former Biden-Harris campaign staffer Ashley Allison, who refused Girdusky's apology. "We have a lot of heated conversations on this show, but one of the things that I do not appreciate is when we cross the line," she said. "I apologize," Girdusky said. "I appreciate the apology, but I don't want a conditional apology for saying something that is completely not civil." Girdusky said, "I misheard what we had said. I thought he said Hamas." Hasan scoffed, "Yeah, I went on CNN and said I support Hamas. What kind of idiots do you take us for? A ridiculous thing to say." Phillip went to a break after saying again that Girdusky had gone too far. When they returned, Phillip offered an apology to Hasan and to the viewers watching. "I want to apologize to Mehdi Hasan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable when we get this discussion started. You'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network." Neither Hasan nor Girdusky returned to the show. When reached for comment, a CNN spokesperson said that Girdusky was no longer welcome on the network. "There is zero room for racism or bigotry at CNN or on our air. We aim to foster thoughtful conversations and debate, including between people who profoundly disagree with each other in order to explore important issues and promote mutual understanding," Shimrit Shetrit told DailyMail.com in a statement. "But we will not allow guests to be demeaned or for the line of civility to be crossed. Ryan Girdusky will not be welcomed back at our network." Girdusky responded angrily about his dismissal on social media after the show ended. "You can stay on CNN if you falsely call every Republican a Nazi and have taken money from Qatar-funded media. Apparently you can't go on CNN if you make a joke. I'm glad America gets to see what CNN stands for," he wrote. Hasan previously worked for Al Jazeera as a journalist. The broadcaster is part funded by the Qatari government. The Zetio founder and former MSNBC host has yet to make any comment of his own, instead retweeting Phillip's apology to him following the show. "I'm sure everyone has seen what happened on the show tonight. I just wanted to address one quick thing. As you have seen, Ryan was asked to leave the show and we have put out a statement saying he is not welcome back on our air," she said. Phillip then addressed that Hasan did not remain on set for the rest of her show. "I want to be clear that we did not ask Mehdi to not come back. In fact, we really wanted him to come back and finish the show. We had a lot to talk about," she continued. "We really hope that he'll join us again soon, but for those of you wondering why he did not come back, I just want to be super clear that that was not in any way because we didn't want him back. At all. I won't speak for him, but I just wanted to make sure that you all knew that was not what happened there," she finished. DailyMail.com has reached out to 1776 Project PAC and Hasan for comment. Trump's event at New York's Madison Square Garden on Sunday was shrouded in controversy as allies made a series of vulgar and racist remarks. A long list of opening speakers varied widely from former pro wrestler Hulk Hogan to former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani to Trump's sons Eric and Don Jr. Trump spoke repeatedly about his plans to halt illegal immigration and deport migrants he described as vicious and bloodthirsty criminals if he wins the Navi 5 election. On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history, he said. I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered. Trump called Harris a very low IQ individual and drew cheers from supporters for his tough on migrants rhetoric. Giuliani, a former personal lawyer to Trump, falsely claimed that Harris was on the side of the terrorists in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe used crass language in joking that Latinos love making babies and called the Caribbean U.S. territory of Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Puerto Rican singer Ricky Martin posted a clip of the comments on his Instagram and wrote, in Spanish, "This is what they think of us." Danielle Alvarez, a senior advisor to the Trump campaign, told Reuters that the joke about Puerto Rico does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign. Harris, who held a rally with Bruce Springsteen in Atlanta on Thursday and with Beyoncé in Houston on Friday, will hold another high-profile event with a speech on Tuesday on the National Mall in Washington, where she will highlight the differences between herself and Trump. He is full of grievance. He is full of dark language that is about retribution and revenge, Harris said of Trump in Philadelphia on Sunday. Trump's campaign said the event at the 19,500-seat Madison Square Garden, which can cost upwards of $1 million to rent, was sold out. Tickets are free and on a first-come, first-served basis, as was the case with Harris' Houston rally. A crowd of some 30,000 people attended Harris' rally with Beyoncé on Friday night in Houston, and about 20,000 attended the Atlanta rally.